Hello, lovely. I have a channeled message for you today from your divine masculine. I'm going to bless and shuffle, and we will see what it is that they really want to express today. Okay, let me get some cards laid out, and I'll pull some runes, and we will get started with our message. Oh. Okay, so let's find out what the overall purpose of today's message is. What does divine masculine need us to understand in order to make sense of this? Wow, I am ready to tell you everything. And I think this says, I'm going to tell you things that I've never told anyone before. I'm going to tell you things that I've only just started to understand myself. These are new revelations, divine feminine, and long-held secrets. What are we missing? The reason that they want to do this is they know they may not be able to come right away or come in the right way. But if they can do something that shows you how much they really care and how much they trust you and shows how they value you, maybe it can buy them some time and also ensure that they don't lose you. So I'm going to start with the runes and then the card, and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's get going. What do you want to tell us, divine masculine? So we have Three of Swords or Heartbreak, No, and Third Eye Chakra. I think this says, I never saw this heartbreak coming. I never knew that I would be so hurt and ashamed and embarrassed. Wow. And I do believe that even though we're talking about betrayal and it says, how could we do this? That divine masculine is really saying, how could we allow this to happen because of this betrayal? I think that's why the word betrayal is placed on, the masculine figure here. I never knew that my betrayal, the things that I've done, could break my heart. Do you know when this happens? When a divine masculine has a moment of reflection on something that's happened in the past and realizes what it did to you, really like makes that connection in their mind, like, oh my gosh, I did that, and understands that they're going to have to deal with that for a very long time. That's when we see this feeling where the divine masculine is breaking down, really just every thought, every extra weight packs an additional punch of just like, how could I have done this? How could we have let it get to this point? Okay, what else? Oh, wow. So we have the throat chakra and we have the solar plexus chakra. What would be in the midst of these two, in between them, is the heart chakra. But that's not present. What do we need to know about this? Resentment. They want to communicate this. Don't give up. Let me back in. But they don't have the confidence to do it. That's why you can actually tell this is reversed. This solar plexus chakra is reversed. If they believed in themselves right now and actually had a sense of self-worth and the self-esteem necessary to come forward, they would absolutely beg you to stay. They would beg you not to resent them. They would do everything they could to try to explain. But now that they're experiencing this heartbreak, I think there is a sense of understanding within. That's where they're not revealing their heart here, that they know what they did. They know how it feels. And it may be that divine is kind of sending it back to them. I don't really believe in sending back what someone sends me. I'm more of a transmute or eliminate it, especially if it's bad. And yet, there's something kind of coming through here that makes me think, for some reason, divine masculine has had some betrayal in their life. And there is this fear that you're going to treat them how they want to treat these other people. This is a learning experience. And I think that a part of the things that they want to tell you is what happened. And the betrayal that has been put upon them is, I think, very embarrassing. So the fact that they really want to talk to you and say, I was betrayed, listen to what happened to me. I would never tell anybody this. I was going to take it to the grave, but it clicked. It helped something make sense in my brain, and I needed you to understand that I understand. Why? So we have karma, and I think this is a number. Where are you? Is it a number? Oh, see, it's been so long. And it's dark in here. Oh, this is number 12. Right? I'm an old lady, y'all. Yeah, this is number 12. Okay. Note to self. Never write black on black. Karma 12. The karma had me hung up. The karmic. Sorry, this is not karma. It's the karmic. The karmic had me hung up. The karmic had me strung up. Okay. Let's look at the card. So what do you want to say, divine masculine? Where the karmic broke me and the karmic hurt me, and they went out of their way to try to ruin my life, all you did was love me. And there is just no comparison between the two. I'm willing to sacrifice my own comfort to make sure this never happens again. Because that's how I ended up here. I ended up in shackles, trapped, stuck in a very bad spot because of what I was willing to put up with. Not only do I not want to be a fool anymore, but I don't want to be the person on the other side of this, because I see now that what goes around comes around. So this, I believe, is actually, I was right when I said it the first time, karma. Again, this is the karmic stone, but I think that when I said karma, no, that is right. Karma and the karmic. Not just some person or some situation in their life and what's happened to them, but the understanding of that flow of energy. They want to get deeper into the energy that you bring to their life, which is these beautiful, deep emotions and this just, I think, really special, enjoyable, deep well of love that just changes everything for them. It makes them feel like no matter what's going on in their life, that everything's going to be okay. This is another level of vulnerability for them, and being able to say, hey, listen, there's things that I never thought I would tell anybody. There's things I never specifically thought I would tell you or anybody that I was trying to, be with in the future. I wouldn't want them to see me differently, but I think you need to know how you affect me. And finally, wow, we've got the root chakra. I think this is another number. And this is 2. The root chakra and the 2. This is making me think about divine masculine and their true identity. It was funny because I heard to be or not to be. That is the question. And there's something about this that says this divine masculine, more than anything, wants to feel safe just being real. They don't want to play the game anymore. They're trying to develop a strong foundation, one wherein they are still themselves to the extent that they don't completely lose themselves, but to where they are also this other part of them that they're starting to tap into. I think that I mean, we've got 4 out of the, what is this, 8 stones, 9 stones are chakras. That's actually not normal. There's like 40 runes in here. So to see this like this I'm just thinking, what's really strange is the other day I told the divine feminine collective that the divine masculine, I don't know why, it was just a very specific download that I got. It was like the divine feminine is the root chakra right now. And until the divine masculine is willing to accept the crown and become, like the crown in the moment and connect with the divine feminine through all these other energies, neither of them can experience the flow through the chakra system. And now we have half the chakras on the table. I think the divine masculine is experiencing a new understanding of the spirit. So what's the final message? You've helped me manifest. Yes, yes. Spirit, path. Yes. Destined. Yes. You've helped manifest my dreams coming true. And divine feminine, I think the message here says, of all the things that anyone has ever done to me or for me, done in my life that might affect me directly or indirectly, only you have ever made me feel like everything was going to be okay, like I could grow and mature and move forward. And now, divine feminine, I'm starting to understand the reason I said the divine feminine was the base is because the image from the reading a few days ago had the divine feminine representing the root system of a big old tree. So to see them kind of walking towards this tree that feels very much like divine feminine, just full of love, I'm wondering here if this is the divine masculine trying to return to where things used to be for them with divine feminine, knowing that that tree had been laid bare because of their unwillingness to stay there and cultivate. And the divine masculine has now had to come and seek and find you wherever they could, because I think essentially with the betrayal, they told you, I don't want to connect with you. I don't want to share this system and this experience with you. Whereas now they're saying, not only do I want to share and build something together and establish something together, but I believe that we are meant to go forth. That this could be like our home base, but we are meant to go out and we are meant to do more. And I believe that I am meant to manifest the next steps and stages in the phases of this path of our season together, and to start to lay out the path ahead of me. How can I do that with what has transpired, like what I've done, what has happened between us? So the divine masculine today, I think, is reaching out and saying, look, I'm really struggling with this because it stinks, but I do feel like I hear this from them a lot, kind of like, how could you ever want to be with someone like me? Because if I were you, I wouldn't. And I think that what this really says is, even though the divine masculine is willing to share with you and be vulnerable with you, they still don't really understand love, unconditional love at that. They're still so worried that you're going to judge them like everybody else because they would judge others that way. And that says they're still not fully in their, divine. They're not fully awakened yet. So, what you need to know is that they're working through so many different feelings. And the one thing they know to be true is that you are supposed to be together. But they've only come to that understanding after, I think, a season of separation for them that has been riddled with betrayal and deceit and emptiness. So, whatever this means, and whyever this divine masculine is reaching out and wanting to share this with you, whatever you needed to know in case you were thinking about turning around or walking away or whatever, I hope you got it, okay? There's so much more here that I feel like I should say, but I'm going to leave you to this interpretation. I don't want to overwhelm you with other information, okay? So we'll do that in another reading. I love you. Oh my goodness. If you're interested in working with me, there's my website. I think one of the most important things to acknowledge sometimes, guys, is we need someone to talk to about all this stuff. We need someone to talk to about this betrayal. And if you don't have anybody, please, let's have a chat, okay? I think it's really important for some of you to just be able to vent before you have these conversations with them. For others of you, you need to talk to someone and talk through how you're supposed to deal with that betrayal. So rather than asking them, how could we do this? Ask me. And hopefully I can prepare you for some of those conversations that you need to have, because I think if you were to ask them that, they would tell you, I wouldn't talk to me. You should walk away from me. They are a protector even when they're not divine. And I really want all my divine feminine collective tribe, clients, friends, all of us need to be prepared for these conversations. So if you do need to talk to me first, please do. It's been a very interesting season. And I hope that whatever is happening during this Lionsgate, and really for the rest of the year, because you guys know it's intense now, it's going to be intense for the next 4 months. If I can be here for you, I want to make sure I'm fully present. So just ask, okay? I love you. I'll talk to you later. Peace.